So this is what we're talking about. So first, we're going to talk about, like we mentioned, we're going to look at finding your buyer's leads, some of the good ways to find them. We're going to talk about different ways about that. The best leads, of course, are always, they call them your sphere of influence or your referrals from your friends and family. So a lot of, like when I first moved to San Antonio, they told me, you're just getting out of the military. I grew up in Maine, so I knew nobody here. So they're like, how are you going to get, your sphere? And I got mad. I was like, I don't have a sphere. And everybody has a sphere. If you open your phone or go on your Facebook and you look at your contacts, you literally I have almost 5,000 contacts that I'm friends with on my Facebook. Each one of those is a potential referral. And every one of my contacts on my phone, I have thousands of people on my phone. Each one of those are potential referrals. So if anyone says you can't call for 3 to 4 hours a day because you don't have anybody, they don't understand. So just to put in scope, this is the best way. So your conversion for friends and family is usually 40 to 60% for your conversion rate. So out of every 10 people you call, 4 to 6 of those usually know somebody or are willing to work with you in the future, or you put them in your pipeline for the future. If you do paid marketing, out of every 100, you get 1 to 3 that are ready to go.
Wow.
So it's a huge difference. Okay.
Wow, very nice. And something I love about that, it's not just your 5,000. And of course, most of us are not going to start off with 5,000. They're probably going to start off with 100. But each of those at least can connect with 5 to 10.
Exactly.
Very close people that they know. Love that.
Exactly right. So if you understand that, like Dan was saying, I have a lot because I know a lot of people doing this business. But if you only have 400, if you call 10 people a day for 5 or 6 days a week, even if you don't want to work on Sunday, and that's a minimum of 10 a day, that'll take you 2 to 3 hours having good, solid conversations. And I recommend calling for 4 to 6 if you're broke and starving. Get on the phone, get off your butt and go to work, and you're going to make it happen. And then this is an example of a script. So there's different approaches. This is the direct approach, they call it. So if like pretend Dan was my friend, which he is, and he wasn't in real estate, I'd say, hey, Dan, it's Andrew. How you doing? He'd say, great, da, 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 da. And then I would tell him, hey, I'm calling for my closest friends to let you know I'm now a licensed real estate agent, even if you were for 5 years. A lot of them have no idea. Just pretend you just became licensed. And say, I'm excited to help anyone who may be looking to buy or sell a home. I'm wondering if you might be able to help me out. Do you know anyone who's looking to buy or sell a home? So this is very non-threatening. I'm not saying, Dan, are you looking to buy or sell a home? I'm asking him to tap into his referral base. Like Dan said, I might only know 500 people, but they might know 500 or 600 people. So now they're thinking about their referral base and who they can tap into by asking that simple question. And then you say, I'd appreciate any leads you can give me. And if you refer someone to give me, I'd be happy to give you a referral, a small gift referral, however you want to word it, and something simple like that. So as realtors, it's, if they're not another realtor, we can only give $50 max. But I don't know anyone who won't take $50 a $50 gift card. There's nothing wrong with that. You can.
Hey, that's quite that is a generous lunch. That is a great simple dinner. That is, a small contribution to HEB, which everyone needs it.
Great. Well, I helped my neighbor there. They referred their friend, and I gave him $50, and his wife was going that weekend to the casino. So he's like, "This is my wife's day." He's like, "I'm gonna get lucky tonight. I'm good." So they knocked it out. So. And the other thing you could do, you could say, I'm asking for a favor. How are you doing? This is Andrew. I was hoping you could help me out. And then I'm working as a full-time agent now. Do you know of anyone who's looking to buy or sell? That's more of a direct. Now for Facebook, you would literally take these messages, break them into parts. Like, hey, Dan, hope you're doing good. I was thinking about you today. How you doing? Text that. Wait for him to respond. Wonder if you do me a favor, send that in the Facebook Messenger. And then he would respond, do you know anyone looking to buy or sell a home? If you do that, a good friend of mine in Dallas, he started 2 years. He knew nobody. He had no sphere because he was working. He was a poor guy, and he was just got into real estate. He did that every day for 6 hours a day to everybody he knew. And then his first year, he did just under 20 million in real estate. And it works. Yeah, because he worked and worked and worked. He did it for 6 hours a day. He just called and called and texted and called every person he knew. And he got his sphere. And now his whole business, he does 20 to 30 million every year. And he just knocks it out because he has his sphere. So this is how you build it. It's very simple. This is the greatest conversion of any of the type we're going to get into and show you. Okay. I just wanted to stress that. There's other ways, but this is the best conversion of anything we're going to get.